Hi, if you're seeing my face for the first time, you're welcome. My name is Lucy. So I want to talk about Africa today. You can see that the Renaissance in Africa is streaming almost every part of Africa, from Niger to Mali to Burkina Faso, which is just pulling so much weight, doing a lot of great things that Africa was never thought to have achieved. Now to Namibia, having their first female president.
On Friday, Ntembo Nandi-Ndaitwah was sworn in as Namibia's first female president, making history in the country.
A female president for the first time after 35 years independence. You see, that's a plus, as in showing that women can actually be a great participant in political affairs of their countries. Though we know that this is not the first time a woman has become a president in Africa. There has been lots of women too who have been presidents. It's in a space where it is believed that men are the most dominant. Men are the major people who can say whatever that has to be in place or has to happen in a community. And now they allow a woman to be the first, number one citizen of their country. That's a big plus. It shows that Africa is making a headway towards allowing gender equality. Like I said earlier, Africa has always had female presidents. The first ever elected female president in Africa was Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She was elected the president of Liberia in 2006. She was ever the first female to be the leader in Africa as a president. She was the president of Liberia from 2006 to 2018. So we have also Joyce Banda, who was elected the president of their country, Malawi, in 2012. She was also the first female president in Malawi. There are other trailblazing African female presidents, I mean. Other people like Amina Gurib Fakim, she was the first female president in Mauritius. Samia Suluhu Hassan in Tanzania in 2021, she was also the president. The female president, Saleh Works, also was the president of Ethiopia from 2018 up until 2024. Now, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah is the new female president in Namibia. So you can see Africa is setting up the standard for females to be in the corridor of power. Moving to the second one, the people of Maasai in Kenya. A tribe in Kenya has taken it upon themselves to teach their girl child how to defend herself against any physical invasion like any assault, sexual harassment, against FGM, female genital mutilation. So you can see that this is a life tool that a girl child needs, aside from basic education, which is going to school, studying how to be a doctor, to be a nurse, to be an engineer. This is another life-saving tool, a survival tool. It can never be underrated. These girls having these tools gives them more confidence to stand up against any physical attack or harm. You know, when a girl child is properly trained, I'm just not being feminine. This is a plus for a girl child as we are teaching them educationally how to be the best they can be for themselves academically. Teaching them life skills is a plus to how to defend themselves against invasion, because if a girl child can have the confidence, one, like verbal confidence, and have what it takes to defend herself, like skills, or
This is my body. This is my body. I won't allow anyone to define me.
We are more of, training them on assertiveness and boundary setting. How you carry yourself, how you talk, that confidence. Them having that confidence. Because 85% of the sexual assault can be stopped verbally, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, like by just voicing out, by just telling off these people the kind of situation that is around you.
so some of these skills has been incorporated into the programs in their schools to help the girl child to understand her defense against any external invasion or physical abuse. She can actually stand to defend herself against attacks. You know, this is more like first aid, knowing what to do in the face of imminent danger. Having first aid treatment when you are sick or maybe when you have injury can go a long way to save your life. This is what just these techniques or this self-defense skills is more like first hand step to take on how to defend yourself against attacks, against rape, because the emotional trauma attached to rape is untold, and also gender-based violence. What do you think? This is another plus. Down to Zimbabwe, We're talking about another empowerment feat that women in Africa is achieving. So in Zimbabwe, women are using electric tricycle called or popularly known as keke na pepe to transport their goods to get their farm products from the rural farm areas down to the town where they are ready buyers. You see, we're talking about women empowerment. This is another plus. It might look very minimal, very simple, but this is a way an African woman is developing her financial independence and self-esteem. Imagine farming for only your family just because you can't have access to other places or to sell to other people. You just farm for your family and your neighboring people. But now you have access to get to other parts of your country to supply your goods. Is a plus. These women uses this tricycle also in healthcare. And the eyes on the cake is that this tricycle runs on clean energy, green energy, that is from renewable sources like solar and wind. These women are actually using this to go to every part of their country, supplying goods and reaching out to people who need healthcare services in every part of their country to support them and also to bring them to hospital when there's need for that.
In rural Zimbabwe, electric tricycles are providing women with an opportunity to transform their lives. Once excluded from financial decisions, women are now becoming breadwinners, running businesses and gaining respect in their communities. These tricycles are empowering women in a deeply patriarchal society.
That these are short or simple ways of empowering women, but it goes beyond every fabric of the society to strengthen out a lot of things to help to get things together for some of these women. This tricycle is a means of transportation to healthcare, for their businesses, for whatever means, to even pregnant women. Instead of trekking or walking long distances to farm, they can just ride on their tricycle down to farm.
My husband now relies on me to cover most household expenses, from groceries, including school fees for our children, and buying furniture. Before, I couldn't do it, but thanks.
When a woman is empowered, she has a lot to contribute to her society and to her world. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. So if you've watched this point, please like and subscribe to my channel.